Now, instead of giving us a weapon like it had been, it now just tells us we are approaching the final battle of the game for round number 6. Now, this final boss has 2 forms. Whatever form you have more trouble with, usually I have more trouble with the first one, so I'll use my dynamite on the first form. You can throw it up at him and do a lot of damage to him, use all of your chips that you do have for the dynamite, and then just finish him with his last couple of hits off using your hair. Once you defeat it, there'll be a few seconds of a pause, it'll power up, and then the second battle will begin. The second battle is actually pretty much identical to the first one, except he has a different projectile. The projectile is pretty easy to dodge, and as you can see though, you can only hit him when he opens up. Using the hair is probably one of your best bet, or you can use some of your health to get some extra chips if you want it, or if you didn't use, obviously, your chips on the first part of the battle, you can use it now. The projectile is really easy to dodge, it's a 3-shot out, but as you can see where I'm standing, I don't have to move a whole lot, and I'll actually be able to dodge the spread shot every time he shoots it out. It's just kind of the luck of the draw of where it places. So slowly deplete his health while dodging the best that you can, or like I said before, you can use your health to build up some extra chips to finish him off quicker. However, this works pretty well and will guarantee that I don't run out of health before he's defeated. There's the final hit, and now we have actually completed Kabuki Quantum Fighter for the NES, and now we get to see our ending. So, not necessarily the most exciting ending, and you could have guessed that obviously he was going to live through that. And then we move on to our little bit of kind of summarizing everything in the whole overall storyline. A kind of a slow scrolling text thing here. And then it ends kind of with a kind of a cliffhanger saying that, you know, we'll never know where this kind of terrorism will rise again. Unfortunately, there was never a sequel to this game. It then moves into our staff. Overall, Kabuki Quantum Fighter is a really fun game to play. Just the whole swinging mechanics is a lot of fun to play. Like I said many times, it's similar to Ninja Gaiden or the Batman. It may not be the most amazing title on the NES, but it's pretty fun to play with those types of mechanics during the 8-bit era. It wasn't something that we saw in every title. Some interesting notes about the game that I didn't know until playing the game again is that there actually has been references to this game in pop culture. There's been references to it in the TV show Lost and Garden State, the film, as well as the one I did know was in Soldier of Fortune. One of the characters is briefly seen playing the game. And now we see our special thanks, which usually means our credits are getting ready to wrap up, as we see presented by HAL America, a subsidiary of HAL Laboratories. And then we get to see the end. Another little Easter egg or neat thing about the game is after the end appears, after you're waiting on it just for a few seconds, you can actually go to a sound test so that you actually can play all the sound effects and all the songs from the game if you like. So I'll show that off very quickly here at the end of my playthrough here. So there you go, you get to see our main hero, kind of a weird drawing of him bowing, as you can play the different sounds, and it says, "I'll be back, watch for my next adventure," which is kind of a little funny thing, just because, of course, unfortunately, there was never a sequel to this game, but it would have been a neat thing to see, especially maybe on the SNES or on later systems. And with that, that's going to wrap up another edition of Play It Through. I'd like to thank you for watching, and of course, I hope you enjoyed.